Okay. All right, today we're doing lesson 103, our B-Day lesson. So let's get started with our decks here. So we're going to do a little variation where I'm going to show you our grapheme and I want you to name the letter and then also give the sound, okay?
I, it,
And
I.
that long sound, good.
Dip, final,
No, you're right.
diphthong,
Diphthong
O-U, ow,
and digraph O-U.
oo, W,
W.
digraph E-U, U.
Final.
Diphthong, O-W, ow.
Ow. Mm-hmm.
Final digraph O-W, O.
Good.
Final digraph A-Y, A. Digraph T-H, R, M, F. That combination E-R, U consonant E, U. Digraph P-H, E consonant E, E. Digraph E-A, E, E. Digraph A-I, A. Combination W-H, P. Final stable syllable T-I-O-N, shun. X, V, Y, G. Combination A-R, R, Final stable syllable S-I-O-N, jun, shun. O, ah, O.
And one more.
Very
good. Like scribe below. Onion.
Final digraph U-E, U. H, digraph E-W, U.
Final digraph E-W, U. Good.
Final digraph A-W, all.
Mm-hmm.
Digraph N-G, moon. Digraph O-A, O. Final vowel Y, I, it. A consonant E, A. U, U. Digraph C-K, K. O consonant E, O. Combination Q-U, E, E. Digraph O-O, U.
Beautiful.
C,
And that other sound. Good.
Trigraph I-G-H, I. L, W. Digraph O-E, O. N, N.
And yeah, like that. Sink. Mm-hmm.
Trigraph T-C-H, ch. D, D. S,
Very good.
digraph E-I-E,
Mm-hmm.
I-E,
Good.
I.
So digraph I-E, E like thief, and I, pie, those keywords.
Z, digraph A-U, all. Digraph S-H, sh. I consonant E, I. Digraph E-E, E. K,
Sorry. Mm-hmm.
A, all, all.
Very good. That has 5 sounds.
Diphthong O-I, oi.
Mm-hmm.
Combination I-R, Digraph E-I, E-A. A.
Mm-hmm. Digraph E-I-E-A.
T, trigraph DGE, combination OR, or, diphthong OY, oi,
Final diphthong OY, oi.
B, quadrigraph EIGHA, combination UR, digraph CH,
Good. There's 3 sounds there.
G, J, digraph EY, E.
Very good. Nicely done. Okay, let's go ahead and do some work with our instant words, okay? So we're gonna practice reading our instant words today in rows. So let's take a look at this top row. I will read, you echo. Year,
Year,
work,
work,
take,
take,
live,
live,
only,
only,
place,
place,
no,
no,
little,
little,
new,
new,
sound.
sound,
Okay, can you read row 2?
new, little, no, place, live, only, sound, work, year, take.
Good. So how do we read our instant words today?
Instantly in row.
And rows go across from left to right, just like how we read them. Very good. All right, you can put that page at the bottom of your stack, and we're gonna just kind of set that to the side for now because we're going to also spend some time today working through some word exercises from our rate packet 4. And on our last B-Day lesson, I had to read SWAT, that wasp, and you did a beautiful job reading. And of course, our work together in these next few weeks with this passage is going to be to increase that rate, right? And of course, develop some accuracy. So I'm going to have you look over these words. What do you notice about them for exercise 4.1?
They all have W-A.
They do. And we know A after W is read.
All.
Like our keyword
Watch.
watch. Exactly. So look at for the first row. I'll read row 1, you echo. SWAT,
SWAT.
swash,
Swash.
swab,
Swab.
swap,
Swap.
swash.
Swash.
Can you read row 2?
Swash. Swat. Swap. Swash. Swab.
All right. Can you look at the middle group? I'll read row 1, you echo. Want,
Want.
wasp,
Wasp.
watch,
Watch.
waft,
Waft.
wash.
Wash.
Okay, can you read row 2?
Wasp. Waft. Waft. Want. Wash. Watch.
Good. Now look at that last section. Can you read row 1?
Swat. Swash. Swap. Watch. Wash.
Very good. All right, so take a little exercise time with that. And when you're ready, just give me that thumbs up and I'll listen. I'm busy right now. I know. Okay. All right, my friend. You ready? Okay, so let me get my timer. Okay. All right, and whenever you're ready, you can begin.
Swat. Swatch. Swab. Swap. Swash. Swash. Swat. Swap. Swash. Swab. Swab. Swat. Swap. Swash. Swash. Swap. Swash. Swat. Swash. Swab. Want. Wasp. Watch. Waft. Wash. Wasp. Waft. Want. Wash. Watch. Watch. Wash. Waft. Wasp. Want. Waft. Watch. Wasp. Wash. Want.
Stop. Can you put your finger there? Okay. So, all right, nicely done. Okay, now, so what kind of vowel sound did we read in all of those words? Was that a long or short?
Short.
Short, yes, it was a short vowel sound. All right, let's look at exercise 4.2. So, when you look at these words, these are also from SWAT, that wasp. What do you notice about them?
They're all closed syllables.
They're all closed syllables, exactly. So they have that vowel consonant pattern, don't they? There's at least one consonant sound after the vowel, and these words just have one consonant sound after the vowel. So look at row 1. I will read, you echo. Mom,
Mom,
dad,
dad,
get,
get,
rug,
rug,
his.
his,
Can you read row 2?
his, mom, rug, dad, get,
Now look at the middle group. I'll read row 1, you echo. Leg,
leg,
not,
not,
red,
red,
bug,
bug,
let.
let,
Can you read row 2?
not, bug, leg, let, red,
And the last group, can you read row 1?
mom, his, rug, red, let.
All right, same thing. Let me know when you're ready. Okay. All right. Ready? And begin.
Mom, dad, get, rug, his, mom, rug, dad, get, mom, rug, his, dad, rug, his, mom, dad, get, leg, not, red, bug, let, not, bug, get, leg, let, red, red, let, bug, not, leg, bug, red, not, let, leg, mom, his, rug, red, let, dad, leg, not, rug, his, red, not, bug, get, leg, bug, dad, let, mom, get, mom, dad, get, rug,
Stop.
his.
Very good. Okay. So, 16, okay. Very nice. So, if both sets of words today, we said these were what kind of syllables did we read?
Closed syllable.
They were closed syllables. So what kind of vowel sound did we read in both sets of words since they were both closed syllables? We read short vowel sounds today. Very good. All right, I will collect that from you and we'll continue that more work with those exercises in our next speed day. So I'll take that. Okay, Miss Briley. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to get ready for instant spelling. So let me grab my cards here. Okay. And I'll move that out of the way too. Okay, my friends, so we're gonna go ahead and review our consonant sounds. So let's review our procedures together. We
Look and listen, echo, name and write.
Good. All right, so consonant sounds only.
P,
Mm.
V,
Let me try that again, because it's hard to, since you don't see my mouth. Like mother.
diagram T,
There we go. D,
D,
like thumb.
diagram TH,
R,
R,
like violin.
V,
Mm,
diagram NG, comma, N,
K,
K, comma, C, comma, diagram C,
final digraph. CK. Very good.
diagram CH, comma, trigram TCH,
S,
S, comma, SS, comma, CE, comma, SE.
yes. So final SS, final S, final CE, final SE. Very good.
N,
B,
B,
sh,
diagram SH, H,
M,
N,
G,
G,
like fish.
F.
Ooh.
L. W.
Y.
Y. Combination Q.
Z.
Z. Combination WH.
J.
J, comma, G, comma, trigraph, DGE, comma, GE.
J, G, final trigraph DGE, and final GE. Nice. X.
X.
Very good. All right, nice. Okay, you can put that page at the very bottom of your stack. And we're going to do some work with our sound tray. So we're going to start out by reviewing our sound pictures, or in this case, our colored squares that we've got, right? All right, so let's get that out of the way. Okay, so let's start out. Okay, right, only your writing hand, right? Smiling vowel sounds.
E, F, F, A, A, I, Open vowel sounds. All,
And
all.
good.
Round sounds. O, U, U. Bossy R, bossy R, bossy R, or. Gliders, oi, gliders, out.
Very good. Nicely done. All right, let's do some work with spelling today. So we're going to use our sound tray, and you need your spelling dictation page too. So you've got that ready. Okay, we are going to spell some derivatives today. So I'm going to keep our rules there, and I'll add those to the board in just a minute. But let's start out by just adding some prep here to the board. When we hear a short vowel sound before a consonant sound to close the syllable, that pattern of sound is spelled vowel consonant. And a vowel in a closed syllable is short, coded with a breve. When we hear a long vowel sound before a consonant sound to close the syllable, that pattern of sounds is spelled vowel consonant, silent E. We slash the silent E, code our vowel with a macron. And when we hear a base word plus it, is spelled vowel suffix ing, and we box all of our suffixes too, okay? Now, since we're spelling derivatives, let's review our derivative rules. So, if we have a base word and we attach a consonant suffix, we just add. And if we have a base word and we attach a vowel suffix, we check the last three letters of the base word. And if it ends in two final consonants, we
Just add.
good. And if we have a base word and we attach a vowel suffix, we check the last three letters of the base word. And if it has two adjacent vowels, we
Just add.
yeah. So those are our just add rules. And if we have a base word and we attach a vowel suffix, we check the last three letters of the base word. And if it ends in final accented, one vowel, one consonant, we double the consonant and then attach that suffix. If we have a base word and we attach a vowel suffix, we check the last three letters of the base word. And if it ends in consonant, silent E, we drop the silent E, then attach that vowel suffix. That's called our dropping rule. And if we add any suffix except one that begins with I to a base word that ends in consonant final vowel Y, we change Y to I, then attach that suffix. That's called our changing rule. All right, let's review our procedures for spelling derivatives. We look and listen, echo.
Unblended pull down sound picture. Identify the base word.
And the
Suffix.
suffix so we can.
Make a decision.
Good. Then we.
Touch and spell, name and write, couldn't.
Very good. Okay, my friend. Spell the word sloping. Echo. Sloping. Let's unblend. There. I had needed another hand there. Good. Okay. Does it match? Very good. So what's the base word in sloping?
Slope.
Slope. Let's unblend. O, P. And the suffix is right? So what kind of suffix are we attaching here? Is this a vowel suffix or a consonant suffix?
A vowel.
A vowel suffix. So if we know that our base word is slope, let's touch and spell just the base word so we can make our decision.
S-L-O-P-E.
All right, I'll write those letters on the board so that we can see what we're working with. So what's our decision here? Would we use our just add, our doubling, our dropping, or our changing rule?
Or drop.
Why would we use our dropping rule?
Because it ends with consonant silence.
Yeah, so if we have a base word and we attach a vowel suffix, we check the last three letters of the base word, and if it ends in consonant silent E, we drop the silent E, then attach that vowel suffix. Good, you're absolutely right. We'll use our dropping rule. So we've made our decision. We'll drop the silent E, then attach that vowel suffix. So let's touch and spell.
S-L-O-P-I-N-G.
Name and write.
S-L-O-P-I-N-G.
Good. Okay, let's code.
Boxer suffix. I-G. A vowel in an open accent. So
Is this an open accented? We said we had a consonant silent E. So in a vowel silent E pattern, the vowel is,
long.
so we slash the silent E, which it's now dropped. So we code our vowel with a macron. Very good. Let's read our word.
Sloping.
Nice. Okay, replace. Okay. Do one more. All right. Spell the word trimming. Echo. Trimming. Let's unblend. So again, there's 6 sounds there. Okay. Look okay? Yeah. Okay, Riley, what's the base word in trimming?
Trim.
Let's unblend. And the suffix is So, what kind of suffix are we attaching here? Is this a vowel suffix or a consonant suffix?
Vowel suffix.
Vowel suffix. So, how would we spell that base word trim? Let's touch and spell.
T-R-I-M.
Good, and I'll add those letters here. Okay. What rule would we use?
Or doubling.
our doubling rule. Can you tell me why?
Because you have to have 2 enter.
But why? Why would we double? What does our base word have?
Because our base word has 1 vowel, 1 consonant.
Yeah, so our base word has final accented 1 vowel, 1 consonant, doesn't it? So we have to double the consonant, then attach that suffix. So we've made our decision to use our doubling rule. We'll double that consonant there. Okay, touch and spell our derivative.
T-R-I-M-M-I-N-G.
Name and write.
T-R-I-M-M-I-N-G.
Okay, let's code.
Box or vowel suffix I-N-G.
Mm-hmm.
A vowel resolution code.
Good, let's read. Trimming, very good. Replace. Nice job, Riley. Okay, my friend, we're going to write one sentence. Okay, so I'll leave our derivative rules up here, but I do want to add some more prep to the board, okay? So go ahead and get your dictation page for your sentence. Okay, so first, okay, I'm gonna leave this up, but I want to add a few more things, okay? If we have a base word, if we hear, a base word plus ed, ed is spelled vowel suffix ed, and we box our suffixes. If we hear a base word plus d, at the end of the base word is spelled vowel suffix ed, and we box our suffixes, right? And if we have a base word plus is spelled vowel suffix ed. So we know vowel suffix ed makes 3 sounds, okay? And let's see here. I want to also add when, let's see, kind of running out of room here. All right, let's also add some more. If we have a 1-syllable base word with medial E is spelled digraph EE, and we underline our digraphs. And when you hear a vowel sound or a consonant sound before final k is spelled K. Okay? And last thing, if we hear k before any sound of A, O, U, or any consonant, k is spelled C, and we code our C with a K back. Okay. All right, so that's just some prep that you might need to spell our words in our sentence. So let's go ahead and review what a sentence is. A sentence is
a group of words that begins with a capital letter, ends with a punctuation mark, has a subject and a predicate and forms a key thought. We pause at commas, stop periods, change between words like question marks and exclamation points.
good. And we are going to have a couple of instant words. One of those that we're going to include is THE. That's our instant word, the. And we're also going to have our noun ALEX. Alex is going to be one of our instant words that I give you for this sentence. And to write a capital A, just as a reminder, capital A looks like that, okay? All right, I will give you this sentence. You echo twice. Alex waded in the creek and saved the trapped deer. Repeat.
Alex waded in the creek and saved the trapped deer.
And again.
Alex waded in the creek and saved the trapped deer.
Okay, read your sentence. right, tell me what to write. What's our first word in our sentence?
Alex.
Okay, and how would we write it?
Capital A-L-E-X.
Okay, next word.
Weighted. W-A-I-T-E-D. N-I-N. The. T-H-E. Creek. C-R-E-E-K. And. A-N-D. Saved. S-A-V-E-D. The. T-H-E. Trapped. T-R-A-P-E-D.
Say that again. T-R-A-P.
E-D. Deer. D-E. D-E-E-R. Deer.
Okay. All right, how does our sentence look? Okay. Does it look okay to you? Okay. So I gave you the instant word. Okay, let's talk about this word. That can get really tricky because it sounds similar, okay, but not weighted in the creek as if he was waiting. My word was waded. Waded. Do you know what waded means? To kind of walk through the water slowly, not to slip. So waded. Okay, so let's unblend that word. A-D. D. All right, so let's go ahead and use your sound pictures so that you can. Okay, because I want to talk about this word. Okay, so we unblended this. What's the base word in waded?
Wade.
Wade. Okay, so let's unblend. A, D. And then our suffix is D. Okay, so what kind of suffix are we attaching here? A vowel suffix or a consonant suffix?
Vowel suffix.
Vowel suffix, right? So how would we spell that base word wade? Let's touch and spell.
W-A-D-E.
There you go. So if we know our base word wade is spelled W-A-D-E, then what derivative rule would we use to attach that vowel suffix?
By dropping.
Yes. So we have to use our dropping rule. Can you tell me why?
Because our base word ends with consonant suffix.
Yes. So I know this is a little different when we get to sentence. It's a slightly different from just spelling words by themselves. But that's why I wanted you to see it like this, because I knew you knew how to spell it. So if we use our dropping rule then, we've made our decision. So let's touch and spell our derivative now.
W-A-D-E-D.
All right, so let's correct that. Let's name and write waded, W-A-D-E-D. There you go. Okay, and let's also look, go ahead and replace that. Okay. All right. Now, let's look at the rest of the words here. Okay. So let's look at the rest. Everything look okay here? Can you find one more word that we need to think about again?
Trap.
Okay. So let's unblend trapped. There's 5 sounds. Okay, let's pull down our sound pictures. Okay. So, check yours to make sure it matches. Okay. All right. Trapped is a derivative. Okay. What's the base word in trapped? Trap. Let's unblend. R, a, p. And then our suffix is t as well. Is this a vowel suffix or a consonant suffix that we're attaching?
Consonant.
Okay, let's think about that. Proud. If we have a base word and we hear t attached to the end, t is spelled
ED.
vowel suffix ed, right? So yes, it's tricky because you just see a consonant there for your sound picture, for your colored square, but it is a vowel suffix. So let's spell the base word trap. How would you spell it?
T-R-A-P.
All right, so let's see what we're working with. We know we're attaching a vowel suffix, so what decision would we make?
Or double.
Yeah, because our base word has
That
final accented, one vowel, one consonant. So we're going to use our doubling rule. We've made our decision. Okay, let's touch and spell the derivative.
T-R-A-P-P-E-D.
Name and right. So let's correct it.
T-R-A-P-P-E-D.
Very good. Okay, now Miss Briley, the sentence is perfectly written. So let's code and then we'll read. We circle our instant word.
Weighted box.
Our
That
vowel suffix CD. Code
A
with a
macron.
yes.
That
A vowel and a closed syllable is short.
code of 3 circle instant with the underline diagram E with C of K. A vowel and a closed syllable short code of 3 box vowel suffix ED code A with a macron circle instant with the box vowel suffix ED, a vowel and closed short code of 3 underline diagram E.
Good. Let's read our sentence. Alex waded in the creek and saved the trapped deer. Very good. So we spelled derivatives today using two rules. What rules did we spell our derivatives rule with?
Are dropping and
Yeah.
doubling.
Yes, we used our dropping rule and our doubling rule. Why did we use our dropping rule? Because our base word ended in consonant, silent E. Why did we use our doubling rule? Because our
This word ended with one vowel, one consonant.
final accented, one vowel, one consonant. Yes, good job. All right, you can replace those colored squares back to your tray. Okay. All right, my friend. And you can put that page at the bottom. I'll take your tray. Okay, now let's do a little review, okay? We learned, of course, in our learning from lesson 103, we learned about two new suffixes from our Latin concepts, right? So say this with me. We name this vowel suffix OR is read like our keyword actor. Can you say that with me? Actor, and it means one who. Good. And we also learned in this lesson vowel suffix IST is read
Is
our keyword Tourist. Yes. Tourist is one who also. Yes. So that was in our new learning. And we, in our previous learning, okay, let's review our roots that we've been working on. In book 6, things kind of changed a little bit, didn't they? So now we know a little bit about roots. So you can say this after me. This is still kind of new. Form. Formless. Without shape. And our other key word is transform. Change shape. Good. Say the root. Port. Transport. To carry. And porthole. Opening or gate. Good. And we also have scribe and script. That was another root we learned. Inscribe. That's our key word. Means to write. Very good. So just wanted to do a little review of those roots. All right, we're going to do a little comprehension work today. We normally save that for Fridays, but we're going to do a little work with expository text. So I'm going to give that to you. You will need your pencil. And I'm also going to give you our clues chart that we've been using. So let's kind of just review this. What's the title for this selection?
Tiny seahorses.
What do you know about seahorses?
Not that much, but I know that the dad has the baby, the mom.
Ooh, that's interesting. And where do they live?
They usually live by coral.
Okay. And you can see a little photograph over here. So sometimes we see those text features like photographs with expository selections, right? Now let's take a look at our clues chart. This is something familiar that we've been using with our connected text as well. So we know expository text can of course have who, which is our subject or our topic. Expository text may include information that tells where and when. And then we've noticed that with expository text, purple represents our main idea, which is a little different from narratives. Instead of being the what, it's more of the main idea, the message. And then yellow is our details, and orange, our little orange tabs represent the change in topic. So I want you to take a look at the questions that you see below the paragraphs. We're going to read each one, and we're going to decide, what is this question asking? Is it who, where, when, main idea, detail, or a change in topic? And we're going to place that flag beside it. So for this first one, true or false? A seahorse is like a horse we ride. Do you think that is a, what do you think?
I think it'd be a Y.
A seahorse is like a horse we ride. Well, I'm asking, what kind of clue is this being asked? What kind of question is that? Probably a detail, yes. So we're going to place that yellow tab just here on the side by that question. That's probably a detail that we're going to find out is what is it similar to. And true or false, a seahorse is a small horse. That's also a detail. I agree with you. And look at question 3. A seahorse lives in the...
I feel like a where.
Yes, that's a where. Where does it live is really what it asks there. And then number 4, why is a seahorse called a horse? Could be a main idea or a detail, yeah. And then number 5, what size are seahorses? That's a good. And number 6, what does a seahorse have on its back?
Detail.
Great. And the last question, how does a seahorse look when it swims?
It still looks like
It could be a detail, could be, okay, or maybe a change in topics too. So it could be, some of these questions could be more than one. So you can put either the yellow or the orange there to flag that. Okay, now let's take a look at each paragraph, and we are going to read each paragraph, and I want you to think if there's any questions that we could answer after reading that paragraph. And we'll place our little flag there beside the paragraph where we found that information. All right, so let's read.
Have you ever seen a seahorse? If not, you might think a seahorse is like a horse we ride. It's not. In fact, a seahorse is not a horse at all. It is really a small fish. It lives in the ocean.
Okay, did we read any information there that answers our questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, question. Yeah, so
It's not a horse.
good. Let's put our yellow tab, and we're going to place it right where we found that information. Yes. And you can label that. Yep, number 1. Nope, we're gonna just label.
Okay.
So just write number 1. Yeah, there you go. Okay, now let's look at the second paragraph. Or is there anything else actually?
It lives in the ocean.
Okay,
And it said for question 3 that
so
be aware.
okay, so we know question 3 was answered about where it lives for sure. Was there another question that was answered in paragraph 1?
Have you ever seen?
Was there another question that was answered? We said question 1, question 3. How about question 2?
Oh.
Is question 2 found in that paragraph?
Yes.
Yeah, so let's place that tab beside where we found that information, and let's label it as well. And number 2, 5. Okay. Okay, anything else? I think that's it. Let's go on to paragraph 2.
Why is a seahorse called a horse if it's really a fish? It is because the seahorse has a long nose. Its long nose makes you think of a horse.
Good. Okay. Was there any information in that paragraph?
Yeah, for question 4.
Okay.
Why is a seahorse called a horse?
Okay. So let's go ahead and place that tab beside where we found. Okay, and we'll label it. Okay. Okay, anything else? Okay, let's go into paragraph 3.
Seahorses are small. They do not get big. They have small eyes. They can't see very far. A seahorse's body has a hard cover of bones. It has a fin on its back. The fin helps the seahorse move.
Okay, so same thing. What questions can we answer from reading from paragraph 5?
Question 5.
Yep.
What size is a seahorse?
Okay.
And
Okay.
A seahorse can't move very fast. That is because of the way it swims. If you see a seahorse, watch it swim. It looks like it's standing on its tail.
Any questions there that we can answer? Yeah.
7.
Right. About what it looks like when it swims. Good. Great. We'll label that one number 7. Okay. Now we're ready to answer our questions. So we've read through this short selection here. And as we answer our questions, we know where we can find our information. So then we can just answer and return our tabs. So for question 1, true or false, a seahorse is like a horse we ride.
False.
Okay. And what information does it tell you in our selection?
It says, in fact, the seahorse is not a horse at all.
Good. Nice job. Okay, question 2. True or false, a seahorse is a small horse.
True.
Don't look at that here. I'm filming. That's okay. Okay.
True. It says it is a really small
Good.
fish.
Good. Okay.
Number 3. A seahorse lives in the ocean. It lives in the ocean.
Beautiful. Okay, my love.
Why is a seahorse called a horse?
We found that one in paragraph 2, didn't we?
It's really a fish because seahorses have a long nose.
Okay. And what detail in that paragraph helps you answer that question?
It says it's because the seahorse have a long nose.
Good. Okay.
What size are seahorses? Small. Question 5. It says seahorses are small. They do not get big. Number 6. What does a seahorse have on its back? A fin. A seahorse can't move very fast because it swims. If you watch it swim, it looks like it's standing on its tail.
Good.
The fin helps on its back.
Yes. So that was in paragraph 3. Good. And question, question 7. How does a seahorse look when it swims?
It looks like it's standing on its tail.
Good job there. Okay, and we returned all of our little tabs there to the chart. So was this a good title for our selection?
I think so.
And why do you think this is a good title for it?
Because when I was reading it, it explains how the seahorse is tiny
Yeah.
and what it uses. because it's
Yeah. In fact, it compares it to the horse because it does have that name horse in its name, that word horse in its name. And what did we discover about it?
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not really a horse. It's a
Right.
small fish.
And so that word tiny is a synonym for small, right? So what else did we learn about these seahorses? Not only are they small, and not only are they not like a horse.
They have a fin on their back that
Yeah.
helps them swim.
Yes.
And when they swim, it kind of looks like they're standing on their tail.
Yeah. So you've learned some new information about seahorses to add to your knowledge there. You mentioned at the very beginning your background knowledge that the males have the babies, so that's an interesting fact. But now we also know a few other things about seahorses too. Very good, Briley. Thank you. You can keep that. Okay, great job.